But psychology has always stuck with me because I don't think it's just a college course. I think it really is a way of thinking and a way of living for a lot of us if you truly understand your psychological makeup. So there are 4 areas tonight I want to talk about. So today we're going to discuss environment. We're going to talk about environment. We're going to talk about nature versus nurture. We're going to discuss your position in your family. And then we're going to talk about the maturity and self-awareness. And that right there, those 4 pillars, I believe, will give you a good indication of what the psychology of you and what makes up your psychological perspective. The psychology of me, as I look at myself, I'll give you some tidbits about myself as we discuss it. But I want to talk about the psychology of me, and I use me in a general sense. So when you're listening to this, I want you to consider yourself and your family structure and where you are in your family structure in terms of your parental aspect with you and your children. And then I want to take it back to your childhood as far back as you can remember, and I want us to talk about where you are in your family, right? If you are the eldest, middle child, and the youngest child. And we'll talk about that too. But the first thing, let's go with first thing as a part of the psychology of me will be environment. What is the environment? And what do I mean by environment? So the environment is very, very critical for a child because that is when you're born, we're all born into a certain environment, and the environment shapes who you are. In psychology, we learned that your environment gives you certain aspects of nature and nurture, and those things are kind of combined in who you are. We'll talk about nature and nurture in a minute, but the environment. So one of the things I want you to think about with your environment is when you have children, there are certain things that you have to provide for those children in order for them to have